Hey Legionnaires, welcome back. We're here in Rome 2 once again, and we are back at the city of Athens with another awesome 3v3 battlefield today. And this one was sent in by a member of my Discord, and he says it comes down to the wire in this one. So I'm really looking forward to this one. It's great that we have actually got Athens here as well, the faction fighting in Athens. Just, you know, help with the role play a little bit more. But yeah, bizarrely they have Kush and Carthage on their side in this one. So yeah, weird alliances as for sure, but they are facing off against the Seleucids. We have the Adrician Kingdom, and we also have Arverni. So some cool factions here, that is for sure. Adrician's like a really strong melee faction. They've got a lot of falksmen in their forces, that's for sure. They also have some spears here with the very descriptive name of spears. So yeah, they do what they say on the tin, clearly. Yeah, so it already looks like we have a little bit of a skirmish going on here. We got some Kushite slave warriors engaging with Thorax here. I imagine the slaves will probably lose this fight because they are lights, but they'll put up a bit of a fight first. And in they go. But yes, if you're enjoying Rome 2 action and would like to see some more, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. It really does help out the channel. But yeah, I'm really enjoying that we're back with Rome 2. You guys have been enjoying it recently. And yeah, just keep it up with all the support. As these shots come in here. Yeah, Kushite slaves already losing, and they have more ready to go in next. And they're just using their javies before they go, and then it's Shotel warriors after that. So always good targets and models back here. Royal Kushite archers. They've got some expensive archers. The Thorax swords here going in, already losing decisively. I guess it's from archer fire, but yeah, that is unfortunate. Yes, do let me know who you think is going to win. Do you think Athens is going to hold on to the city of Athens, or do you think the invaders, led by the Seleucids, are going to win? Do let me know. It'll be interesting to see. That is for sure. I mean, obviously, Kush is a very strong faction, and those Shotels can pierce through a lot of armor, which certainly like the Arverni and also the Seleucids have a lot of. So that will be interesting. Thorax are losing, yeah, and taking a lot of casualties here early on, but I'm sure there's plenty more of them to come, put it like that. I mean, they've got a lot of slave infantry here, have the Kush, so that's a bit worrying. Noble Cav here, so Carthage bringing some expensive cavalry, and that's not even their general. But there's a whole bunch of stuff just at the last cap point, which is all the way back here by like the Acropolis of Athens. Yeah, they got plenty back here. I imagine, yeah, pikemen. Got armor to warriors, plenty of archers, some more cav. Bless me, and I'm just like sneezing and dying, it seems, for some hay fever, but there you go. Yeah, just dying halfway through this, but there you go. Guess who else also is dying? We have the Kushites. They're just dying here. Plenty of Thorax in a lot, plenty of Thorax mobilizing is what I was trying to say. Lots of Thracian nobles now on their way up as well, so I mean, yeah, it seems like they're doing okay. I mean, the attackers got plenty of reserves, that's the main thing. I mean, Thracian warriors, they're very good, like melee attack, like I said, but their like missile block is terrible. As you can see it, like they've got a tiny little shield, big old sword. They'll be able to break through their lines pretty easily with these, but I mean, once they're in prolonged melee, they're not so great, I don't think. They've got to be careful. Thracian bowmen here, they're ready to go. Again, I don't know how great these are. They really just like are very good with melee, and that is it. And we're waiting on Arverni to land. Arverni seems like he's just brought a whole stack of chosen swords and like O-Swans. I mean, this is an elite army here. Don't know if he's got any bowmen. They usually can stay hidden, can the bowmen, so quite possible he has got some, but yeah, a lot of melee, a lot of swords here. And he's going up against Athens, who's brought a lot of Thorax hoplites, so hoplites to hold the line. And what else he got here? Thoros hoplites, which I don't know if I've seen these guys. What were these? These are Thorax hoplites, and these are Thoros hoplites. I don't know if we often or ever see these guys. I don't know how good they are, but yeah, hopefully they're okay. We'll see. I'm surprised there aren't any like Thoros spears. Often see those guys lying about. We've got a Cretan archers here waiting to go in. Yeah, not much going into battle just yet. Spears Are they just jabbing with, like, Carthaginian hoplites or what? They were just... There's some dead here. I don't know who they are. Yeah, the fighting going on here, and it seems like Seleucus is going to lose this fight. These Kushite slaves are actually going to take out a much more heavily armored, a much more elite sword unit. So, I mean, this is a really good start for the defenders. Thorax swords are losing. Oh, they're getting jabbed to pieces. Poor guys. And there you go. I mean, I don't think Seleucus is coming back down there. They're putting a unit to guard this choke point, and that is it. That is all they're going to do. Still really waiting on an actual proper assault. But as you can see, there's still plenty of time left in this battle, so make sure you get yourself some snacks, get yourself some drinks, and prepare for a bloodfest. It is going to be a long and brutal one here today. But I'm certainly looking forward to it. It's going to be a very good battle. And it's always going to be back in Rome too. Probably one of the best Total Wars about. Still one of the most well played as well. Got all these archers now running in. Imagine if there's like one cavalry just to rout all these guys. That would be brutal. I mean, there is actually cavalry lying about. They have to be careful of this noble cav just being so close. Spears here getting jabbed to pieces. Kushite slave infantry doing their job, jabbing them down. Well done, repelling those spears easily enough. The Etruscan Kingdom's actually brought a lot of cav, Thracian Royal Cavalry. Very, very bizarre. And a lot of Gemma cavalry being brought by the Seleucids as well. Kushite, Royal Kushite archers are very, very deadly. They could do a lot of damage here. We're just waiting for the next fight, really, which there isn't. Looks like the attack is taking their time, just like being very cautious. Artillery firing him. Where is that firing him from? Oh, we have a ballista here. We have a Dacian ballista firing. This is by the Etruscan Kingdom. They're trying to soften up the defenders. I mean, there's some good blobs here to shoot at. Actually missing at the moment, but yeah, lots of blobs of like hoplites and scutiari here. They do not want to be blobbing there, that is for sure. And we now actually have the Etruscan Kingdom pushing forward with the spears. And in they go. They're going to go straight on in. And they retreat just like that, actually. Wow, they should have just charged in. I mean, a good melee attack. Yeah, this artillery is drunk. He keeps missing every time. This is poor. But yeah, this where are like the shock infantry that they have? Like, just send some of these Thracian warriors and they could break through that spear line for sure. Brought some veteran hoplites as well. Oh, they're just trying to collapse the building. Ah, so they can't use it against them. Smart idea. Or just collapse the building onto the troops. I don't know, one or the other. But in the Thracians go now. They're sending in their spears. So spears versus spears. See how this one goes. Seems like those Thracians have been repelled pretty easily, and this guy here is dying. And what a cost it was. The Carthaginian hoplites held the line well. And like I said, I think they need to send in some swords. So, I mean, there are thorax here. They're just going to cycle charge these spears. I think they might. I don't know. They keep looking like they're going to cycle charge. Kirsch is actually pushing up here, though. Oh, artillery coming in, ripping through these Shotel warriors here now. I don't know if Kush should be this aggressive. This is a bit of a, possibly a bit of a mistake. But Kush going in against thorax swords again. I mean, it worked for them last time, this strategy. Shotel's going in as well to support this fight. This might be a bit more than they asked for, though. I don't know if the Shotels can fight this many thorax off. We will see. There you go, the thorax are losing just like that. Wow. I mean, everyone else is losing in this combat as well. So, I mean, that is kind of how war goes, though. War is hell. Everyone dies. Everyone loses. They are going in. Still yet to see. I mean, they have got in over here as well. Carthage now is engaged. I mean, he's actually retreating his hoplites. That's a bad idea. He'll lose a lot of guys doing that. He should have stayed in his hoplite wall. I think he's just trying to lure them into a kill zone, into a kill box. I don't know. But you would have lost a lot. Yeah, he lost a lot of hoplites. Also over 20 just in that one like retreat. That was a bad idea. I mean, if he formed a bit more of a kill box, then it would be worthwhile, but it's not working at all. Spears are broken here. I mean, it looks like these Kushite troops are going to retreat as well. They're getting focused down by archers. A lot of Syrian heavy archers there just taking them out. And there you go. I think that the Seleucids were victorious there in that fight. And they have broken through. And now the next line of defense is archers. That's a bad sign. Why is Kush pushing up his archers? He needs to retreat these guys. Unless they're out of ammo. If they are, that's a bad sign as well. Because these are elite archers. They could do with holding on to ammo for later on. Yeah, I think that was a mistake. I think Kush was not supposed to send him in. He's lucky he's got him out there just like that. We do have Kushite cav outside the walls as well. Some armored cavalry. Waiting for an opportunity, but there isn't really one available. I mean, there's only the breach point, there's only the gate that's open. We have the Thracian Royal Cavalry going out, some very heavy melee cav, trying to duel with these armored desert cavalry. This will be a bit of a risk, bit of a tall ask for them to try and break through that. Looks like over here as well, Arvoni is preparing his assault, just jabbing in some thorax hoplites before they go into combat. And they've got Osworn already up here ready for the fight, so I mean, yeah, he's not holding back his elites, that's for sure. Fair play, in these guys go. And like, I mean, look at these guys. These hoplites are going to be less than 100 men before they even get into combat. This is just what I don't really like about Rome 2, unfortunately. Is like, every unit has Javies. So just Javies become the strap of sieges. Really, like, those spears should have rushed forward to stop these guys from Javying, but obviously they didn't. And then instead they're going to get Javi down and killed to the last man here. Look at that, they're getting rushed in. They were like almost storming through this formation. My gosh. Oh, they're pulling through, that's why. Chosen Swords here just pulled through the thorax hoplites just to try and get to these archers. So yeah, pulling through, big no-no. It's a cheesy and cheating tactic. We're not for that, but yeah, these Gallicans are getting focused down by the superior Creans. And you can see that the Arvoni player is not happy with that, and he's going to just try and pull through and cheat his way to victory. The Thorax here is going to be also surrounded at some point, so he needs to retreat that or engage it, which he's going to do. But yeah, so that's unfortunate. We don't want to see any pulling through in today's siege. Not really. I mean, they could just shoot into the back of that unit now, that Chosen Sword. They could shoot right into the back of it with these archers, get a lot of good kills. And they're bringing us some Scutiari to support. Don't know if they're going to be able to duel with Osworn, really. But who knows? More Osworn. They're just getting baited into this one fight down here. But there you go, look at that, Chosen Swords are retreating and losing, but yeah, Thorax literally then have to go and engage another Chosen Sword over here. It's brutal. Athens in a real trouble right now. He needs to bring up more reserves, really, I think, if he wants to hold this line. Or maybe he's just trying to hold them back for as long as possible. I don't know. I think the Chosen Swords are winning, but even if they are out like armored, like they're very heavy against heavy. But yeah, they're getting focused down by archers by the looks of it. Those Thorax, sadly. And we have a Cav charge coming in here. There's Cav. Actually, there's a lot of Cav in here. There's a Gemma cavalry. They're trying to just charge through the sword line. I don't know. We're losing a lot of men. Well, this is a good way to kill off all the cavalry that they just had for some bizarre reason. They just got it all engaged down here, and the longer it's a melee, the more it's going to die. You can see a lot of Agema cavalry dying now. They are only shock cav. They're not going to just smash through these lines. It's not Attila. They will die pretty quickly. I mean, they have still broken a lot of these troops here. Royal Kushite and Shotels did get broken there. We have got some slave infantry ready to hold them back, and we got... How the heck have these guys got here? Did they sneak around or something? They must have. Oh no, they're coming through here, of course. The Carthage keeps giving ground, and he's just screwing over Kush right now. So yeah, I mean, Carthage just treated all these hoplites where he could have probably held a few positions here and just tried to get some nasty shots off with his archers, but yeah, not looking great. Kush is going to lose some perfectly good Shotel warriors here. Sadly. Looks like he's going to try and disengage them, but I don't know if that's really going to work. At least his cav's almost redundant, though. He's, like, lost a lot of that. And we have the Kush cav back inside the walls. Probably a safe place for it. Might be needed, you never know. But yeah, not looking good at the moment. Balance power is still, I'd say, slightly in favor of the attackers. But it's still very much winnable for the defenders. And you can see here the Thracians, they're going to sneak through. You can walk through these columns, and they're going to just, I think they're going to try and run through and get these Creans. But at least I think you can walk through. You should be able to. Would make sense. Another good defense over here looks like, I mean, if you could get archers or something up on this wall, that'd be great. I mean, they can definitely. They just definitely need to try and do that, because then they could focus down these chosen swords and just get them killed. But yeah, again, Athens is taking a wrath of like Javis. His like thorax unit getting focused down. It's gonna be dead before he even goes into battle. Sad to see, but there you go. In goes Athens. He's like, you know what? I'm sick of this. I'm sick of getting Javis to pieces. Certainly, this Arverni player is going to play the cheesy game and just jabbing his way to victory, which is fair enough. It works. And Thorax swords here. They're waiting patiently. I mean, like I said, they need to get some archers. Fire into the flanks. Flanking shots are the best. Oh, yeah, see, their chosen swords losing. Good. Over here, they have defeated all the Kushite troops. No surprise there. Kush hasn't really got much left. I mean, he's got stuff at the cap point, I guess. He also has an artillery piece way back here. We have an onager waiting, along with more Kushite infantry. Or archers, sorry, and some infantry. So they're set up ready. You've got Rhodian slingers up here as well. They're set up in like a layered defense here. It looks pretty cool. It's whether if they're doing well in a position, whether they'll be willing to reinforce that position with more and more men from their reserve pool, or whether it's like, nah, we'll let these men fight as long as possible, and then we'll just go to the next line of defense. Because honestly, this line that Athens is holding at the moment could be pretty good. You never know. Well, I mean, it should be pretty good until maybe until one of these other formations here gets broken through. The Scutiari would be where I'll be trying to focus hardest. And look at that. The Thracians, they're getting focused down, these guys are. And this is the problem. These guys are so vulnerable to archers, and like Koreans will mess them up. They're already getting focused down. And there's a lot of Thracian bodies around here already. These mercenary Samnites look like they've ripped them up. And they also, again, the thing with Javis, like every unit in Rome 2 seems to have javelins. These guys are knackered. Look at this. It's like, oh my gosh. We've gone through hell fighting these Thracians. Well, apparently they're tired, but it also says fresh. So that's interesting. Yeah, every unit has Javis. So like factions like Thracia, which like rely on or suck on missiles, like just get focused down and killed. But these guys, oh my gosh, they're actually going up here. Interesting. They're going to occupy this building. I don't know if that was the plan. I think that was not the plan. They're going to go into the flank over here and sneak around. Look at this. They're into the archers. This is how you sneak. You don't need to pull through like Arverni. Just do some sneaky moves and you get into archers just like that. And these Cretans are going to die pretty quickly unless they get Scutiari in there, which they have. And the Thracians are actually retreating. I'm surprised these Thracian nobles retreating. Oh, we got Cav coming in as well. Oh boy, this Athens line I said was a pretty good position. Not looking at it anymore. Thracian nobles going in the back line. These are the nastier of the two infantry units with like the big phalanxes anyway. They're the really heavy ones. They're exhausted though. The Cav there, Thracian Cav also in retreat now. And these spears starting to break, and once that spear line starts to waver, these guys really need to get out of here. These Thoros hoplites, get one of them out of there at least. Save them for another day. These men are dead men, otherwise if they stay here. They just get surrounded slowly. It's not a line they can hold. Again, really, with these swords here. Try and get them out while they can. But the Thracians are fighting for every inch. Well, everyone is, to be honest. Everyone's fighting for every inch in this siege battle. Thracian nobles are retreating, losing decisively. It's what happens when they're in combat a bit too long. And like I said, they're very much a shock unit. And it looks like they're going in over here as well. It looks like actually we've got shield bearers. Okay. With the attackers that brought so many spears. Like shield bearers, just basic spears that the Thracians brought. I think they're going to get beaten by these Samnites, to be honest, the shield bearers. They're not that great. No, they'll hold the line for a long time. But that's all they'll do. And not Athens. Carthage still on the retreat here. This is like an insane retreat. Keeps giving ground. These Carthaginian hoplites got like 23 kills, 22 kills. Lost a lot of men in all these retreats. Maybe they're just trying to draw the Seleucids out. Try and draw them into a trap, perhaps? I don't know. But yeah, this is looking rough over here. Arverni is starting to break through. They can just push straight through here now. And Carthage has seen. He's pushing forward some noble fighters and noble cav. I'm surprised they're just holding these streets for as long as they are. Honestly, I mean, once you like get beaten off the walls in Athens, I always think it's probably best to retreat to the final point. The streets are really rough to try and hold on to. There's just so many little like alleyways you can sneak down. Artillery firing in here, trying to hit these Oathsworn. Seems like Athens sort of has stabilized the situation over here, but I don't think they're actually winning any combats. The spears look like they're still losing. Cav in here now. Why is there a Cav in here? It's rear charging? Oh, I think it is. Yeah, we had Thracian Royal Cavalry here rear charging. And it's broken all of this, like, Thoros hoplites here. How they got around? Not sure entirely how they snuck through. Oh, probably over here, actually, where the Thracians are opening up gaps here. Really nice to see. The Cavs getting out of there as quickly as possible. Yeah, they need to retreat now. The defenders is like code red. Get out of here. This like whole defense is lost. These Cretans as well. Get them out of there. These are important. You got to keep archers alive. They're so important. And get hundreds of kills. And I'm sure they've got like 100 plus already. Yeah, 107. They need to get more, but they're going to get run down by Cav now. This is a sad, sad sight for them. Run away, boys! Run away! Otherwise you're gonna die. Yep, dead already. Rip in peace to them. Need to get some of these thorax out of here as well. They're just standing around. I don't know what the Athenian player is doing, but he needs to get them back. Maybe he's worrying about his defensive. He's got mercenary veteran hoplites ready to go, chevrons and all. He's got pikes as well. They could be very handy, and African pikemen as well. So I mean, they got some good units in reserve. Mercenary noble fighters, late Carthaginian hoplites. Yeah, some good units here for the defenders, but they've lost a lot. Balance power is it's starting to shift slightly in favor of the defenders. Of the attackers, sorry. Mercenary noble fighters down here dying as well. This is another very elite unit that otherwise could have got like hundreds of kills. It's got 79 at the moment. It's probably not going to get many more than that. It's probably starting to waver. It's getting like rear charged by cavalry. Well, not rear charged, but surrounded by cavalry down here. Thracians just pulling through. That's a bad idea. They'll lose a lot of cav doing that. They're trying to like pull through this combat. They've not broken the unit yet. Guess they're waiting for the maybe wanting the chosen swords here just to finish them off. I don't know. But yeah, the cav should have retreated back the way it came, not just pulled through that combat. Yeah, they're finally starting to waver of those Carthaginians. I don't know if these Rhodians are in range of supporting this choke point here, but hopefully they are. I mean, they could do with getting up to maybe like here. They're also just like on that ledge. They're very vulnerable to other archers. Like you've got the Syrians here. I'm sure they still have ammo. Yeah, they still got their bows out. That's always a sign that they have ammunition left. Seleucus is bringing a lot of forces around here. There's a whole column. Look at this, a whole column of thorax swords here. That looks a glorious sight. Desperately trying to get after this desert cav. I don't know why it was so close. It's just asking to be charged. They could have won that cavalry fight for sure, but it's then whether the infantry engages. Oh, there's another fresh Gemma cavalry unit coming around actually, so maybe they are doomed in the cavalry fight there. Or maybe not. If this Carthaginian cav also joins the fight, they have a chance. The general's bodyguard, noble cavalry. So they want to commit it though. It's not really worth it. I mean, some units back here you want to take out as well. Syrian heavy archers. But yeah, nothing much. Certainly, it's going to be a tough assault though for the Seleucids. They're just going to charge at a hoplite wall and hope that they break through. I mean, the last stand at Athens is always a toughie. Best way I always think is to come up this slope here. You can kind of flank around. Certainly over here as well. You can certainly assault, but they've got lots of troops ready. I mean, the Thoros hoplites and thorax swords are nothing too scary. There are certainly Oathsworn and certainly the Thracian nobles should be able to break through those lines. It's where they get the support the defenders. The defenders are going to have to rely on missile support. And they don't want their missiles to be like these Rhodian slingers here to get focused down and killed.
Follow me.
And more Creans up here. Good position for these Creans. If they can just... But they don't want to commit them now. They need to get them down the slope, hide them over here somewhere, and then wait for the Arverni to engage. Because otherwise, Arverni won't engage until those guys are cleared off the hill. Gallic Hunters acting as a shield. Really good tactic actually there by the Arverni. Letting the Gallic Hunters just like take the hits so that these swords won't get any jabbies to the face. This is a pretty solid tactic actually. Yeah, just waiting on the next assault to happen. So I might make a cut here and just wait for the while we wait for the next assault because it could be a little while. So I'll see you guys in a moment, unless no, they're not going to do anything. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a moment, and I will return once the battle is back underway. Okay, so we are back, and I mean, as you can see, these Crean are just getting focused down and are being brutalized here. I mean, they were doing some good shots in the back of these Oathsworn. But yeah, the Thracian bowman up here was like, nope, that is not going to happen. We are going to focus you down. There also has been a few of the little demands. There were a few little cavalry skirmishes, and Kush actually sacrifices Orange crew because I guess it was out of ammo. But yeah, we have plenty of Gallic Hunters up here. Actually, I think they're all out of ammo, so it doesn't really matter. I was about to say they have a great position if they want to shoot onto the flanks of these troops here. But otherwise, they could just flank around and then come down like this little entry point here where the Thoros hoplites are defending. But it looks like we are about to see a charge about to take place. Some mercenary veteran hoplites here getting focused down actually, and they are going to get sent in. I think these thorax swords might be able to beat these guys pretty easily. But yeah, in these guys go. Not the greatest of charges in the world, but it's a charge nonetheless, I guess, in hoplite formation. Yeah, these veterans are already losing decisively. Jeez, that is a rough. And on this side as well, we have Thracian warriors going in. These guys, again, fighting against thorax of Athens. Gotta just focus these guys down as much as possible. Thorax swords starting to win. It's always good to see, but more of these Rhodian slingers getting taken out. These like Thracian bowmen on a mission to eradicate the defenders of any like archer support. That is for sure. Veteran hoplites are losing here in this fight, but so are the Thracian warriors. So I mean, like I said, no one's a winner in war. Everyone loses. Just getting focused down, javied, killed in some way or another. They all die. Every man dies in war. What a sad, sad sight. And the Thracians going to retreat. So you got an idea. Cycle them out. These Syrians out of ammo. This is a bad sign for Seleucus. They need some ammo. Yeah, they are dying, and I mean, I think that's it. I don't think the... Oh no, Carthage is engaged over here as well, and I think we've got another cav fight. Thracian or cav wavering there. The Showtells and the noble fighters there are... Well, the Showtells are doing okay, but the noble fighters are losing against Thorax. That's a bad sign. I mean, they are far superior to the Thorax. They really should not be losing that fight. I feel like Carthage has not used his really elite infantry very well today. Noble fighters getting absolutely massacred, really. Not massacred, but just overwhelmed, defeated. I saw they were getting javied earlier, and like that's just a bit of a waste. Well, not javied, but like shot at by arrows. Don't let your elites get shot at by arrows. It's never a good idea. Actually retreating the noble fighters now. There's only 38 of them left. Might as well leave them in to fight and die. Carthaginian hoplites coming up. They're going to try and hold the line. Got some Royal Kushite archers here. Hopefully they're dueling with the Syrians, because they should win that fight for sure. And if you can kill all the attackers' archers off, then that's great, because then that leaves them with no option but just to charge you. And once, certainly with the pikes and stuff that there are still to come up, that's a big, big win. They're going to need those pikes and like no ammo from the attackers to even have a chance. Late Carthaginian hoplites still in there, getting themselves stuck in. It looks like they're going to kill these thorax off just about. There you go, just about broke those boys. And it looks like they're going to also break... Yeah, more thorax here. Yeah, they're doing a good job. You know what? They've actually killed off a lot of these thorax that came around the back here. Seleucus is looking really short men here. So that's a big win there. Really, it's just down to Arverni and to Adrician Kingdom, who are making big pushes over here, as you can see. Actually, it doesn't look... I don't know. I feel like Athens has actually retreated a lot of his men. So there aren't many Athenian bodies there. It looks like they managed to get a lot of men out there alive. Just lost a lot of slingers. That's a shame. And now the thing is that they've lost its position. Now you have the Adrician Kingdom that's going to be able to put up its bowmen up here. And that's the main risk. That's the main worry now for the defenders. They can just shoot into these choke points. And into this choke point as well. And they can turn the tide of the battle with those archers up there. They've got to somehow manage to get those archers off the hill. I mean, they've got some mercenary Cretans that are still left here alive. They could do with maybe using them against the Thracian bowmen here. They've got like 3 units of them. Definitely want to use them against those those Thracians. And they've also got Royal Kushite archers left. Again, you go and use them on the other side. Cavalry are massing up. I don't know why they have so much cavalry. It's such a weird strategy. Certainly in this siege battle. Sammonites over there retreating. I don't know. Have they been in some action here? I don't know. It looks like it's been like a small fight maybe, but yeah, nothing major. The Shotel should win this fight. They are really good at armor piercing. You see their big swords. That's what they're designed for. Air infantry coming forward. Yeah, the Carthaginians, I guess, making sure that the Cav can't flank around here. So it's a smart idea. And I think Athens is just about to engage the Adrician flank here. But I mean, this is good. They're going to wait patiently, I imagine, for these Thracian bowmen to set up if they can. I mean, they might be out of range because of this complex here. I don't know, but they should certainly be able to shoot into this choke point here and kill these veteran hoplites off. As the shield bearers here get focused down. These guys, poor guys. Shoot the Thracian nobles though; they're more expensive, and they're certainly more of a threat. Put it like that. 68 of them left though. There's silver shield pikes back here that also they need to save ammunition for. Is it just one unit of them? Yeah, I think it is. And oh, they have a general as well, silver shield pikemen. Oh wow, yeah, they definitely need to kill those guys off. Bingo, the Thracians are going to try and break through these hoplites one more time. They're probably sick of seeing them. To be fair though, if they break through this Athenian line here, there's not. I mean, they've got more reserves. They've got pikes and some African pikemen, but yeah, they haven't really got much in the way of mainline infantry to hold here. And I guess that's why they're not sending up the pikes as well at the moment, is because they're worried of these Thracian bowmen up here. We're gonna have to send over some of these mercenary Sammonites, and we've got some Thorax as well being moved in that direction. Thorax are losing this fight here though against veteran hoplites. And there's plenty of Celts waiting in the back lines, or plenty of Gauls waiting in the back lines. Look at this massive, like, Arverni here. This is insane. It's like a big old blob of Oak Sword and Chosen Swords here. I mean, they're facing off against, looks like a bunch of Sammonites. The Battle of the Titans there, that is for sure. Got Kushite pikes here as well in this siege. So yeah, all of them bringing pikes on the defense. Not a bad idea. I mean, I don't know if they need the pikes here, to be honest. Armor Shotel should be enough. I mean, even just the general, Kushite Royal Guard, going against the Germer Cavalry. I think the Kushite Royal Guard should win that fight. They are bringing up more pikes anyway, and they're going to engage now. They're going to rush forward. The Samnite's going to get the charge off. And in come the pikes. They need to just gradually move forward, and then once they get engaged, they should help kill off these Arverni in no time at all. And they're already breaking some of these Chosen Swords. I mean, they are weak already, and you can see, look at this. They're getting out there like, nope, we're not sticking around with these pikes being here. They're actually retreating the swords as well. They're just going to leave the pikes engaged? Nope, they're going to retreat them as well. I was going to say, that's a strange strategy. You should just cycle charge these Sammonites. Very strange strategy. And yeah, the Creans over here now focusing down into the flank of these Oak Sworn. So I mean, good targets. But again, I feel like they should really be shooting at these Thracian bowmen up here if they have ammo. Which I think they do. Yeah, they have their bows in their hands. So yeah, I presume they do. Still not broken through this line here. Actually, this is not Thorax. It's not really the veteran hoplites anymore. We have a Arverni general being committed though. Can they manage to isolate him and kill him off? I don't know. It's possible. They need to move some assets, I think, from over here, though. They have too much here. And there's just nothing back here. There's just a couple of Seleucid units, and that's it. The real fighting's now taking place on this flank over here, where Arverni are pressuring. feel like, are they just trying to cycle charge their Oak Sword and Chosen now? I don't know. I feel like both sides are trying to bait each other into an area where they can surround and envelop the other. I mean, it certainly seems like that's what Arverni's trying to do here with a bit of a V for victory. I think really Carthage is trying to bait them into a proper fight so they can get their pikes in there. But we now have a whole host of pikes coming up here with African pikemen, pikemen of Athens. Plenty coming up. They're going to, I guess, form a pike line. Try and stem the bleeding here because, yeah, because Athens keeps breaking. I mean, these units are battered, they're bruised, they've seen a lot of action. We've now got armored showtells going in as well. They should kill off the remains of these Seleucid troops down here. Easily dealt with. Look at that, breaking those shield bearers with ease. If they could take out this general, this Oathsworn, the showtells, that'd be huge as well. But here come forward the pikes, the African pikemen joining the fight. Pikemen need to rack up some kills. It's not like they're losing a decent amount of men though, that's the problem. It's a worrying sign. They're actually getting flanked over here by the Oathsworn general. That is certainly not going to do anything good for their welfare. Chosen swords are getting stuck on the pikes. The archers now starting to fire in. That is the Syrian heavy archers back there. They held onto some ammo, I guess knowing there would be pikes at the back lines. Got Hippias Lances back here. I mean, they could definitely just deal with this cavalry with the generals, and that's all they need. All this infantry should really just move to the other fronts now, but that is where they need to be. It's the where the areas of concern are. Kushite pikes can focus down though by Thracian bowmen that have moved around. Probably want to just retreat those pikes with the bowmen just taking pot shots at them. Yeah, these African pikemen are losing, or at least this one is, because it's getting flanked. The other one seems like it's doing okay. But if it loses one, then the line is lost. Like, you can't, if you lose one, then this unit's flank is then damaged. And then sending in archers in combat, it's not a bad idea. Try and support the pikes. I always think pikes fight better if they've got a bit of a melee support. A bit like just a sword unit of some sort, just to help it out. Because otherwise, sometimes the pike phalanx does like overextend a little bit too much. They're holding these Oathsworn back with their pointy sticks. Doing a good job, actually. Yeah, these guys are losing decisively. It's always good to see. How's the general doing? He is also losing decisively. This is also very, very good. More pikes on the way up, though. This time of Athens. Balance power is slowly shifting back to like the middle. It seems like both sides have an equal chance at the moment of winning this fight. Arverni throwing in a mass of chosen swords here, trying to break through this thorax sword line. Oh, looks like that's not going to be changing anytime soon, though. I think, yeah, the thorax is going to need some support. Scutiari on the way. Could they not send a pike unit, maybe? We have now got the Silver Shield pikes going in there, which I'm surprised it took this long. With the African pikes being committed, I'm surprised Seleucids did not commit theirs earlier. These armor showtails are messing up these Oathsworn, though. Yeah, here we go. Pike versus pike now. Anyone without a pointy stick is in trouble. Silver Shield pikes as well on the right-hand side of the screen are by far and away some of the most elite pikes in the game. Probably only Foot Companions beat them. But Mastodon is not here today. Need to get some archer support to focus these pikes down. Need to shoot them Well, actually, as I say, shooting them head on is actually doing enough job. Shooting them in the flanks would be even better. Pikemen in behind here, they need to push them up slightly. Yep, there they go. It's like as though they just knew I was commentating about them. They're like, we need to get in the fight. Pope is watching. Looks like the pikemen are doing just fine. This fight's not really turned into anything. Just a lot of Arvonian troops being like drawn in here and just like not doing anything. They're being held back by 2 simple units of Samnites. I feel like they could do with being committed somewhere else. Because in theory, there's only 2 units holding back, about 6 or so units here. That's meaning that the defenders are outnumbering the attackers elsewhere. The Thracian nobles going in, trying to do what they can. They are winning decisively, no surprise. Breaking through this weak Samnite line should be easy enough. And now the Samnite line here turns and the Arverni strike. Perfect timing there, possibly. Hitting the flank of those Samnites, and they will be inflicting a lot of damage there. They have got more Carthaginian hoplites on their way up. And actually, the Thracian nobles retreated just as quickly as they were in there. Maybe those Celts just needed a little bit of encouragement. That's all it was. Are the pikes dead here? I don't know. They could just get pushed back over here, maybe. I'm not quite too sure, but yeah, they are actually winning this fight here. The Silver Shield Pike's being beaten by simple pikemen at the moment. Look at this, just a forest of long spiky sticks. Shotels doing their thing. Hippias Lancers. I mean, they got plenty of cav. Again, both sides brought lots of cav bizarrely in this battle. Both have a lot left as well. But yeah, it's certainly coming down to the wire. I mean, we're about to see, I think, the loss of Arverni's general. If he's not already dead. No, he's not. I mean, also, we got to see the loss of the Seleucid one maybe soon. I don't know if he's actually dead yet. No, he's not. But yeah, the pike unit is losing decisively. Like I said, to much more inferior pikes at the moment. So this is a massive shock. There you go. I think he's about to break. And so is the Arverni one. They're going to do a synchronized break, maybe. And there you go. That's the Arverni and the Seleucid general both broken. I think they might both be dead. Even if they're not, a loss of a general does do massive damage to morale. Silver Shield Pikes here, holding back for now. I mean, we're now seeing a lot, well, not a lot, but small Thracian noble units being brought to the front line here, trying to help break through. The real push now is over here, where the Odrysian Kingdom's general is. They're getting shot at by Credans right now, who I'm sure are racking up kills. 160, 134, 44. So yeah, some solid kills there for a few of them. And they'll get more. I mean, really, Carthage or someone just needs to throw in another unit here because, yeah, I was going to say, Arverni can flank around these hoplites. And they're going to try and get these hoplites out of here. Don't think it's going to happen. But these pikes could do just getting into this choke point and stopping this this tide of Gallic troops. As you can see, the hoplites trying to get out of there desperately. They're like, please spare us. We didn't do anything. We didn't deserve this. We didn't want to fight you guys anyway. They're saying anything to try and survive. Don't know what they're doing. Don't know if they're just trying to reform. They're losing a lot of men every time they just try and reform here into phalanx. We are seeing a bit of a pike line forming up here. Kushite pikes all forming up. And the Circle Titans, I'd say it still seems really even. Maybe slightly in favor of the defenders now. Sorry, slightly in favor of the attackers. I think the attackers ever so slightly more men. This is where the morale comes into it. We have a cav push coming over here as well. So maybe they just bring them up for morale. One or the other. Pikemen are starting to lose here though. They are getting flanked by chosen swords. Could this cavalry maybe sneak around and do some hammer and anvils? Quite possibly. I think it's probably the time to do it now. Most of this infantry is engaged elsewhere. I'd maybe try and do a hammer and anvil. Gotta use this cavalry somewhere. And at some point. Just got infantry here getting speared on pikes. Don't know why they really even tried to charge in. Arverni's general is definitely dead. It is confirmed dead. Seleucus still seems like he's just routed, did not die. So Arverni without a general, as a big, like, well, it already was out without a general. He broke, but being dead is even larger of a debuff, I believe. So he might break any moment, but he has got pretty solid infantry here. These chosen swords and Oathsworn. They're going to need a little bit more than just a mere general to be dead to rout them. Maybe they need to be surrounded as well. Fire arrows might help if they have any ammunition left, the defenders. They still need more men there. The Thorax will lose them. I mean, they've got Scutiari there, I guess, so they're holding, but... Oh, hey, there you go. The general did, in fact, go in. He did do a bit of a charge. Onto these pikes. We're actually seeing cycle charges here. They need to be careful. I mean, charging these tiny little units, they should be able to break them, to be honest. Cavalry is good enough to break these tiny little units, but just not like full-size ones. Yeah, general bodyguard trying to sneak around, trying to break units here. Pikes here. Retreating. There's just archers left here. And they're trying to get after all these archers. It's a good charge here by the general's bodyguard. He's just chasing these men down. He should be easily able to catch them. And then once the cab's into play, they can then do some hammer and anvils over here. But they need to defeat the enemy cavalry or the attacking cavalry. We have Gemma Cav still alive and a Thracian Royal Guard. So it's still a bit of a worry. The fighting is just getting brutal. I mean, the piles of bodies down here must be insane. And there you go, they've routed everything on this choke point over here, and the bodies down here are insane. Look at the masses of bodies. That is actually nuts. And now, I mean, it's just kind of like a waiting game. Who's going to charge first? It's going to be, I don't think Kush will because they have the pikes. But yeah, I mean, Arverni's got to break through at some point and try. I mean, he's just getting shot freely here by Cretan archers. In the flank, shooting his Oathsworn. I wouldn't even bother to try and kill the rest of these guys off. They're kind of redundant now. We have just seen some Kushite archers for some bizarre reason run out here. Give themselves killed by a Gemma Cab. So, I mean, small win there for the attackers. Killing off archer unit, which I guess might have been out of ammo, but you shouldn't just throw away men like that. Hippias Lancers here. Again, just I guess looking to try and support morale in a few areas. But I mean, there are like chosen swords starting to waver over here. Seems like the pikes maybe have turned it around. Scutiari as well. Just enough to just ease these chosen swords to break. I mean, the pikes must be just like poking away, doing decent enough damage, killing enough. Got some javies left by the looks of it to these Arverni. It seems like they have endless javies. Or is it the archers over here? They might be firing. Nope, seems like they're out of ammo. And we have a charge over here though by the Thracians. They're trying to break through the spearline. Carthaginian hoplites here against Thracian nobles. This would have been perfect for the cav, the hoplites, but they're actually getting annihilated by Thracian nobles right now. Late Carthaginian hoplites though. I mean, they're gonna break on this flank, and this means this unit here is in trouble. They're getting surrounded. They're just begging for their lives, but the Thracians like nope, and they get decapitated with the falcons to the Carthaginians sadly, and the Cavs gonna be able to rush through here, and you can see Carthaginian Cav now mobilizing. Does not want this cavalry to have free roam inside their little cordon that they have left. And here we go, cav fight. Oh boy. We have the general charging in here as well, trying to do some damage to these Thracian nobles. I mean, I guess they're pretty vulnerable to cavalry charge as well, because they don't really have a big shield, and I guess you can't really block a cavalry charge with a big sword. But yeah, it looks like the noble cavalry here is going to manage to break the Gemma cav and also the Thracian royal cav just about. I don't know if these archers have ammo, but could be useful against the Thracian nobles, who are now going to turn their attention to the general here of Carthage. Need to be careful they don't want to lose their general Carthage. I mean, I don't know how much they got left, but they do not want to lose him. He's a very handy little cavalry unit. There's cavalry, there's noble cavalry here. Oh, I was going to say he could charge head on into that one, but it's going to rear charge the Thracian nobles here, and they're still winning, like, in combat. I mean, I think that's because they're fighting the archers. Yeah, I mean, the Cavs will help themselves by just pulling through the Thracian nobles. Going to get themselves killed doing that. Fools! Yeah, Thracian's still winning. These guys are tanky when they want to be. And we have a push over here by the Arverni. They're going in against the pikes. I honestly don't think this is going to work. It's a bit futile, but we'll see. Kushite Pike's losing, though, actually. Oh, maybe there's a chance. Maybe there's a chance. But yeah, not much left now. I mean, we have the Kushite general over here helping to try and kill off the Adricians. If they can kill the general here for the Adricians, then that could just about chain out all the Adricians. But yeah, balance power is still in favor of the attackers, really. General here going in against Thracian bows. He should win that fight, I'd imagine. The Adricians are winning this fight against the Samnites. That's not a good sign. Oh, if this pike line breaks, they're in real trouble here, the defenders. Looks like I mean, if they can break these Thracians with the cav, that's also possible, but asking a lot. Here we go, Hippies charging in. Breaking a few of them. I mean, could they get a rear charge here? This is literally one noble horseman left. What an absolute legend. Bind to the last man. And he's probably going to get himself killed. But you will be named. You are like the heir to Hannibal, sir. You are an absolute legend. But he's wavering. We have the general as well of Carthage going. I mean, every charge they hit surely is killing a decent amount of Thracians. Probably it's better if they hammer an anvil, but yeah, they have no choice. They have no infantry. Hippias Lancers here, yeah. Oh gosh, starting to lose this slightly. That is not good. The Drician general over here, though, is starting to waver. If they can break him, kill him, they have a chance over on that far side with the Hippias Lancers. Oh, he breaks! Now they need to kill him. I don't know if he's actually dead. No enemies. Well, yeah, he's just routed. I don't think the general has died yet, but these troops are starting to waver as they have no general. Charge coming in here. Pretty damn brutal again from the Hippias Lancers. Every charge needs to matter right now. But there you go. Kush has broken. His pipeline's broken. It's now merely the Scutiari holding on. This is going to be a really close finish. Athens' cav is down to literally nothing, as is, well, all the other cavalry units as well. Oh, it is going to be close. I think Athens has lost his general. My gosh, it's going to be a close one. Maybe his Lancers, yeah, they're dead. They're dead. Got like 6 bodyguards left here. Then you just got to try and recharge these chosen swords enough. And just try and break them. The Scutiari just got to hold on while this happens. In comes the charges. Yeah, every charge matters right now. Hold on, Samnites. Not Samnites, Scutiari. The Samnites need to hurry up and get their ass in gear. Need to use this war cry and intimidate. Just try and break these guys. But yeah, this big Thracian noble unit is going to be a bit too much, I think. The Scutiari are going to get overwhelmed here, I think. But we will see. Kush keeps up this desperate assault, this desperate charging. Trying to break these guys. And there you go. The Scutiari are broken. This Kushite Royal Guard's going to get out of there. The Samnites boldly charge in. Well, they're going to get swarmed by these Thracian nobles, I think. And there you go. They're going to rout them. And I think we also are going to see Kush's general, I think, has died there. And we are going to see, yeah, army losses. And, yeah, there you go. A costly enemy victory for the attackers. So, yeah, I mean, this was sent in by Ginger Ninja, who was playing as Athens. So, well done to him. And to Bearable Bear and Sir Davos, who are all playing as the defenders. All did a very good job. But, yeah, it was just not quite enough Scoob. And we have Amin, Merk, and Tito here playing as the attackers. We'll quickly go through some of the end results. And we got Bearable Bear here playing as Carthage. 183 kills with the noble cavalry. 200 kills with his Cretan archers. 168 with the pikes. His noble fighters, which I think should have got more kills, but only got 128. His Samurai is getting 201 though, and his Scutiari 233. Then we have Ginger Ninja playing as Athens. 170 kills with his lancers. 148 with the Cretan archers. Veteran hoplites getting 119. His pikes 339, very good. And then his thorax hoplites 120. 232 with the thorax swords. And then we have Sir Davos playing as Kush. 168 kills with his Royal Guard cavalry. Then 165 with the onager. His Kushite Royal archers 231, 184. 400 kills with the Shoto warriors. 340 with another one here. 293 with the Kushite pikes. And Kushite slave infantry getting around 100 kills. Not too bad for them. Shotel warriors getting 172 and 119. Some solid kills there. Then we have Scoob playing as the Adristian Kingdom. 220 kills with the Thracian noble general. 254 kills with his Thracian royal cavalry. 147 with the Thracian bowmen's, the best of the bunch. 329 kills with his Thracian nobles here. Very good kills. And then he's got some mercenary veteran hoplites on here with 130 kills. Then we have Amin Merk playing as the Seleucids. 175 kills with his Silver Shield pikes. 339 with the other one. 262 with the Agema Cavalry. Very good kills, actually, even though I was like bizarrely wondering why he brought them. And his archers getting 132 kills at the best. And then his thorax spam, 122 kills. Looks like 170, in fact, is the best of the bunch there. Then Tito playing as the Arverni, 134 kills with his Oathsworn, 80 kills with like Gallic Hunters, 304 kills with his Oathsworn hit, 369 with another one. And then his Chosen Sword spam, 214, 204, some solid kills there actually. Most of them all getting over 100 kills. Really well done there to Tito. But there you go, guys. That is today's Siege Battle. If you did enjoy, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to support. And I'll see you in the next one.